Lou Gehrig, known as the Iron Horse, was one of baseball's most durable and powerful players. His record-breaking consecutive game streak and extraordinary hitting ability made him a symbol of strength and perseverance. In today's video, we explore the life and legacy of Henry Louis Gehrig, from his rise with the New York Yankees to his heartbreaking battle with ALS, which would later become known as the Lou Gehrig disease. Gehrig's courage, humility, and impact, both on and off the field, continue to inspire generations. Henry Louis Gehrig was born on June 19, 1903, in New York City, into a hard-working German immigrant family. Growing up in Washington Heights neighborhood of Manhattan, Gehrig's childhood was shaped by strong family values and a passion for sports. From a young age, Gehrig showed remarkable athletic talent. He excelled in multiple sports at school, particularly baseball and football, earning a reputation as a natural competitor. Despite his sturdy build, Gehrig was immediately recognized as a baseball star. He worked diligently to hone his skills. Gehrig attended Columbia University, where he was a standout in both baseball and football. His prowess on the diamond caught the attention of Major League scouts, and in 1923, he signed with the New York Yankees, and it was the beginning of a legendary career. What set Gehrig apart was not only just his powerful hitting and consistency, but his incredible durability, traits that earned him the nickname, the Iron Horse. From those early days in New York City, Gehrig's hard work and determination propelled him to become one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history. Lou Gehrig's Major League Baseball career began in 1923, when he signed with the New York Yankees. Though his debut was quiet, it didn't take long for the Iron Horse to become a cornerstone of one of the most dominant teams in sports history. He became a full-time starter in 1925, and from there, Gehrig began what would become one of the most legendary streaks in all of sports. 2,130 consecutive games played, earning him the nickname, the Iron Horse. Gehrig was a key part of the iconic Murderers Row lineup, batting behind Babe Ruth and driving in runs at an unmatched pace. While Ruth brought flash, Gehrig brought quiet strength, a reliable, humble superstar who let his game speak for itself. However, in 1938, Gehrig's performance suddenly declined. The following year, after struggling with fatigue and coordination, he voluntarily benched himself, ending his legendary streak. And soon after, he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, later known as ALS, the disease that now bears his name, the Lou Gehrig disease. The Iron Horse wasn't just consistent, he was spectacular. A powerful left-handed hitter, he posted incredible offensive numbers over his career. A .340 career batting average, 493 home runs, 1,995 RBIs, which is still among the highest in Major League Baseball history. He was a 7-time All-Star, a 2-time AL MVP in 1927 and 1936. He was a Triple Crown winner in 1934, and he won 6 World Series titles with the New York Yankees. On July 4th, 1939, in front of a packed Yankee Stadium, Lou Gehrig stood at home plate for the last time, not to swing a bat, but to say goodbye. Just weeks earlier, he had been diagnosed with ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease that was rapidly ending his baseball career, and eventually his life. He was only 36 years old. What followed that day was one of the most emotional and iconic speeches in sports history. Despite the sadness of the moment, Gehrig didn't express bitterness or self-pity, but instead, he showed remarkable grace and humility, beginning with a line that would become legendary. "Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth." He went on to thank his teammates, coaches, fans, and family, expressing deep gratitude for the life he had lived and the game he had loved. It was a farewell, not just from a player, but from a man who had given everything he had to the sport and left it with dignity and class. Gehrig's speech lasted just over 2 minutes, but it left a legacy that has lasted for generations. It remains a symbol of courage, humility, and perspective in the face of unthinkable adversity.
For the past 2 weeks, you've been reading about a bad rag. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
Lou Gehrig gave his famous Luckiest Man on the Face of the Earth speech on July 4th, 1939. And Lou Gehrig passed away on June 2nd, 1941, just 1 year and 11 months later. Gehrig died at the age of 37 from ALS, the disease that would later be widely known as the Lou Gehrig disease. Despite the short time between his speech and his death, his courage and grace during those final years left an indelible mark on sports and Major League Baseball and society. Lou Gehrig was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame on December 7th, 1939, just 5 months after his famous farewell speech at Yankee Stadium on July 4th, 1939. Because of his ALS diagnosis and a rapid decline in his health, the Baseball Writers of America held a special election, waiving the usual 5-year waiting period after retirement. Lou Gehrig Day is celebrated every year on June 2nd across Major League Baseball. And 2 dates hold powerful meaning in Lou Gehrig's life. June 2nd, 1925, the day Gehrig became the Yankees' first starting first baseman, beginning his legendary 2,130 consecutive game streak. June 2nd, 1941, the day Lou Gehrig passed away from ALS at just 37 years old. All MLB teams honor Lou Gehrig's legacy every year to raise awareness for that terrible disease called ALS. Lou Gehrig wasn't just one of the greatest players to ever step foot on a baseball field. He was a symbol of strength, humility, and perseverance. Though ALS took his life far too soon, his spirit lives on in the records he set, the lives he touched, and every time we hear the iconic words, "Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth." Thank you for watching this video. If this story moved you, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing to keep Lou Gehrig's legacy alive, not just as a baseball legend, but as a reminder of what it means to live with courage and grace.